Okay, so last night I watched this or listened to this podcast that I signed up for. It's free if anybody would like to listen to it. I posted it on my Facebook last night, and then I looked into it, and they had a class starting in like 10 minutes. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. So, I mean, honestly, like, he is an attorney, and he was a judge for 5 years, an attorney for 20 years, and then he went through his own divorce custody battle with his 3 sons. And I mean, he knows what he's talking about. Everything that he's talking about, I am living or have lived. But you have to pay like $400 to get the tools on how to fix it. And I'm not doing that, obviously. But I did think, hey, maybe I could do this. I'm not an attorney, but maybe I could start selling tools and doing little podcasts as a side business at some point when I'm not working on all these other things, because obviously I have learned a lot about the courts and how to be your own attorney, for better or for worse. It's the same way if you hire an attorney, it's for better or for worse. And in some ways I have been more successful as far as getting more custody time with my children as far as the court order goes since I've been my own attorney. But one of his topics, this guy that I was watching last night, this attorney/judge, is how not to look like a psycho while dealing with a psycho. So I wrote that down because I kind of got a kick out of it. But it's not easy. I would like to pull random moms out of a hat. Actually, particularly, I'm going to pull some random moms out of a hat from that go to Franklin Regional School District. Pull a random mom out of a hat and throw her in my pot of life, the boiling water, and throw her in there. I don't care what date you pick. I mean, you can pick 3 years ago when I left Gino, 4 years ago when I was trying to leave him, or you can pick the day before police showed up to rip my kids off of me. How about that day? I'll pick that day. We don't even have to start with everything that led up to that and everything that you went through as a mother, a human being, and a wife to get to that point. But, okay, so random bag. Who is the mom at Franklin Regional that I get to throw in the pot of my life the day before my kids were stolen? And now you get out of that pot and you tell me how you felt and what you did and what it's like to have your children that you raised alone. Maybe I should take you back to the day I birthed them, where you're not here in Franklin Regional with all your granny and your cousin and your sister wife taking care of your kids. So how about we go back to day one when I birthed these babies and I'm the only one taking care of them, and see how you react. As I've often said, what would you do, mothers?